I like Idaho State's in preparation. I like their coaching, I like their competitiveness. I think they got a good shot in their league. Their guys kept battling. They could have won easy at Arizona State and USC. So we got to look. This is a real simple thing. We battled hard, got up 28, and then we stopped defending and got selfish on offense. Next, I'm hungry, so let's fire them away. It's late too.
It's clear that
I'm always honest, Mark.
Eric and Tyler are
Yeah.
a really good front court duo. I'm just wondering, do you think that will be your primary?
I'm leaning. Look, I'd like to get to the point where Eric, Tyler, and Will play at the same time. And with the way some guys played tonight, we might be headed that way. The problem is then with Brandon redshirting, when one of them gets tired, we need some guys that aren't playing much to play better. It's not really rocket science. If you get in the game and you're fighting for minutes like a dying Dom, the last thing you can do is turn it over. And it's the first thing both of them did. But yeah, I'd like to be able to play Eric, Tyler, and Will at the same time.
I know you.
But Adai's got to play better, so then we got to sub it, But Eric can play major minutes. Both those guys can handle minutes without getting tired.
I know rebounding had been a focus. He gave up 10 on the offensive end to them tonight.
Yeah, but I'm all about, they got 33%, which is well below their average. And they play bigger guys, and let's just being honest, we got some guys ain't tough, and it's not personal, they're just not as tough as number 8. There's not. He's a tough dude, man. Averaging 9-something rebounds a game. I shook his hand. He looked like he's about 6'4" to me. I don't know do you guys get to sit close? He looks like, to me, he looked no bigger than 6'4". This guy's averaging over 9 rebounds a game. That's with, they've played one home game. Guy's averaging over 9 rebounds a game. He's playing against Arizona State. Got a hell of a team. USC's big, and us. San Diego's big. The guy's averaging over 9. Rebounding's about toughness. Our guards couldn't handle him. Eric could, but our guards couldn't.
You've called that 4 spot on your team as the big guard in the past. I guess we kind of saw that tonight with how Tyler and Eric played.
Yeah.
But why do you refer to it as that, and how do you kind of see that in your offense?
Well, it's just basketball's changed. All you got to do is watch the Celtics. They shoot 53s a night. You got guys like Eric Daly and Jaime Jaquez that in the 6-7 range that can score inside and out. Tyler can do it as well. That's just where the game of basketball is right now. Those guys are valuable because, they're, what I would say is Tyler and Eric shooting open up lanes for Sebastian Mack to drive. So, and guys like to be called guards. So.
I guess just touch on Sebastian Mack's mindset. I know you've talked about how you want him to penetrate the lane.
Yeah.
And just how impressed were you with this performance tonight, getting to the line 8 different times, 9 different times?
Yeah, he got 16 free throws. Again, I think some of that was those guys, the other guys' teammates made some shots, which helped. But he's just really improving in his pace, in his decision making. Like I told him at halftime, I said, I think they're going to really pack the paint on you in the second half. As soon as I went to say it to him, he goes, I know what's coming. So, he's a sophomore. He's getting better. He's shooting a high percentage. I like his, I've always loved his toughness. So he's a bright spot for us. At the guard position, we haven't had a lot of bright spots. Sky's defense, he had 7 deflections tonight, but offensively, really everybody else has struggled up to this point.
Just a quick follow-up off that. Just did you expect him to be this comfortable in that role this early on?
Who, Bass?
Yeah.
Look, I coach Bass. He's from Chicago. We're both from back in the Midwest. Where we come from. You guys can fight and shake hands. and, you know, guys can, you know, get after each other and you become a man. You know, he's a tough kid, man. So I coach him hard because he can take it, and it, you know, and if he can take, like I told him, you know, people thought he should transfer because we signed all the guards. I said, the last thing you should do, you should stay here, let me coach the hell out of you, and get everything out of you that you need to get out of you, and make you so you can become who you want to become. Choose hard. It works for people. Choose hard. Don't choose easy. So.
I know Dylan's rounding into form off his injury. What did you think of him tonight?
Wasn't pleased at all. I thought Darling scored every time on him.
Coach, what's the message in the locker room? What's your message to the guys as you win games you're supposed to win?
Well, I don't really talk about the result other than what happened. I thought, you know, for 30 minutes we played great. And then we got up 28 and it became a bunch of guys were selfish. Their mind wasn't on defense. Just try to get a steal, get a layup, go down the other end, try to get mine. So we became everything I despised in the last 10 minutes. But the first 30 minutes, we were great. I always go in there and tell them the truth. You know, look at the second half defensive stats. Look at their offensive stats in the second half. And most of it is after we got up 28, which we were up 28 with 10:24 left in the game. Then I got to get my stats, because they actually think that matters when it doesn't matter. No scout gives a damn about your stats. They're watching the game. They're watching how you warm up. They're watching how you act. They're watching how you compete. They're not watching your stats. It's comical. They're watching your turnovers, your assists, your defense, your decisions, your shooting percentage. They could care less how many points you average. But, you know, it is what it is. We're at a time in basketball where everybody's got all the answers but me, or Tom Izzo, or Matt Painter. You know, everybody else got all the answers. Everybody got an agent. Everybody's got 15 people telling them what to do. What the hell would I know? You know more than them because you've seen more basketball. You know more than them. All right, I'm going to the radio. Make your deadline.
Thanks, Coach.